All right. Kai Havertz injured in Dubai. Guys, it's really one of those moments that has gone ahead to obviously shock Arsenal fans. But for those that have gone ahead obviously following me in here, during the transfer window, I had my stance onto as why Arsenal should bring in another forward. They didn't get him in, and see where they are. Right now, they've been thrown into the limbo, and this is, I think, the last final nail into the coffin. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And today we are having a school in here for you, and registration is in progress for S2s, S3s and S5s, and it's known as Saint Maria Goretti. That is what it's really called. And if at all you feel like you have a child and you want to admit him in any of those, but senior one is full, so S2, S3, S5, please do the needful and call them onto the following numbers, because they'll be there to serve you. Call them on +256 70 24 78 563. Second number is +256 702 564 109. Third number is +256 393 2259 37. And the last number is +256 414 375 104. That is Saint Maria Goret SS Chitende. And they really went ahead to perform very well in the recently concluded exams, and their children passed with what we call flying colors. So call them on that number. And then if at all you need an affordable smartwatch, you know what to do. Call +256 70 99 88 665 and you'll thank me later. So that's what we have in for you, and I think tomorrow we'll be having better and better designs to see that everything really goes on as to plan. Now, Kai Havertz, it's Sammy McBall breaking the story. Tier 1 journalist from the side of England. He has told us that Arsenal striker Kai Havertz suffers worrying muscular injury scare on the club's winter training camp in Dubai. Sources indicating the issue is hamstring related, but full diagnosis unconfirmed. So when I was here calling out the club of Arsenal for not signing a centre forward, I meant it. And these are the reasons that I gave, and the most important of those was, how come? One, right? With Gabriel Jesus injured, how come Arsenal has gone ahead to obviously end the January transfer window when they found themselves without having a center forward to obviously do the needful and deputize or take over from Kai Havertz? Because they were left with just one burning candle, and one of the guys that really gives me a ride most of the times and I really want to pop out told me that, but Rokani, Kai Havertz is not an injury-prone player. I told him that Kai Havertz, in the recent past, he has played a lot of football. Last season, he played a lot of football than he has ever played in his entire life, because Arsenal played until the quarterfinals of the Champions League. He played 38 games, I think, of the Premier League. After that, he went ahead and played in the Euros. No rest. And he returned, and when he returned, the manager got him straight into the team. So that sends a message to you that the body was tired, And when Gabriel Jesus is injured, and to it that he's out for a full season, how come you don't obviously sign another player, And I hinted on signing a multi-dimensional player. If Arsenal felt like there is a particular center forward they are interested in during the summer, they would have gone ahead to go in for a multi-purposeful player, like a left-footed player who can play as a center forward and can play maybe as a right forward, such that he comes in through and really takes over from Saka until obviously returns. Or he might be that player who can play in the central attacking midfield, left attacking midfield, and the right attacking midfielder obviously leading the line, such that it would have gone ahead to be made easy by the side of Arsenal to say to it that when such a story breaks, they don't really get shocked. But I tell you what, Arsenal is done. Arsenal is done, and all the spins that Kroenke was obviously putting outside there have gone ahead, obviously come to an end, and now it's all going to be coming all back at him, because everyone is going to be like, we told you, Kroenke is out, Arteta, why did you allow this to happen? And I've always told you that Arteta wanted a forward. He spoke it out. After the game of Girona, I think. He spoke it out that they need a forward and they're searching in players to play in that position. You get? But the board again went ahead, obviously let him down by only making a £40 million bid for a player known as Ollie Watkins. And you want to tell me that if Arsenal really needed a centre forward at £40 million, they would have gone ahead to miss out on any. Okay, let's not even discuss about money. There are two strikers that I think would have gone to obviously be more and more important for the club of Arsenal. One was Morata. You know, if Arsenal really had appetite to bring in a striker, they would have gone to obviously say, let's get in Morata to obviously be an understudy for Kai Havertz. And after the season, we go for the striker we want. Evan Ferguson was there and he went to West Ham. Though he's an injury-prone player, he's one of those that I wouldn't obviously recommend obviously come to the club of Arsenal. But all in all, it's really very bad. I tell you, it's really very bad at the club of Arsenal. And I think Arsenal never showed intent to bring in a player that is really well needed. And as it stands, they are really having a huge problem because they're now left with one player who can lead the line. That is none other than Leandro Trossard. And he can plus the half nine. We know that very well. Though when he plays there, the team of Arsenal really looks pretty good. It looks really pretty good. But with this injury of Kai Havertz, I tell you, it's not obviously going to look on well as planned. So it's bad news for the club of Arsenal, but I think it's high time they went ahead to obviously learn that you cannot really do such stuff all the time. It's not always good for the club of Arsenal to obviously act like a small club. You know, it's better for them to come up and obviously put in a very huge shift altogether. So Kai Havertz is injured in Dubai. It's a hamstring injury. And now, if you ever know the shortest a hamstring injury can keep out a player for, let's obviously Google hamstring injury duration. So this is what they tell us about the hamstring. They tell us that the length of a hamstring injury recovery time can vary significantly depending on the severity of the injury, with a mild strain healing in a few days, while a complete tear could take weeks or even months to fully recover. Like Saka got what we call a complete tear. That's why he's out for months. Now, for a grade 1 hamstring injury strain heals within few days. Now, we need to know, is it a grade 1 hamstring injury or not? A grade 2 hamstring injury may take a couple of weeks, and a grade 3 tear could take several weeks to months to fully heal. That means Saka is on grade 3. Now, what is the extent of the injury of a player called Kai Havertz in moments like this? You understand? But again, it might be a blessing in disguise for the club of Arsenal. Why? Because I tell you this, when they are playing with the Trossard as a pivot, or force number 9, that him looks better because of how he's good on the ball, his positioning, and he's one of those unselfish players that he'll obviously express his selflessness into that final third of the pitch. But the fact is, Kai Havertz is out. So Leandro Trossard is one of those that is going to show what they're going to be doing when they're playing Leicester City on the weekend. So Arsenal is going to be flying back from the Dubai tour when they're really having a shortage of a player known as Kai Havertz. And this comes in after Arsenal players sorry, after Arsenal fans were really excited yesterday when those photos of Bukayo Saka really went ahead to see to it that they made rounds on social media, and they're like, now, all right, we never brought in a forward, but even if this guy is totally out, we might obviously see something happen with Bukayo Saka. But as Bukayo Saka is on his way returning, another player has went ahead obviously suffer from an injury. And I tell you, it's not yet over, because we might see many others really getting injured. That is how hard it's really getting in here onto the Rokani Media Football. So guys, your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David is my name, and that's what I had for you in here onto my channel. And continue to subscribe to this channel and see to it that we see to it that, and we see to it that all goes on well to where we want to be. Third video of the day, and I tell you what, Man City have been beaten by the side of Real Madrid by 3-2. Man City took a lead twice, Madrid leveled twice and led once. He who laughs last laughs best. Madrid at the epitome of this game. So, Kai Havertz injured in Dubai. Arsenal fans, flock into the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are about that. Not so? I'm eagerly waiting for your comments, but I know it's really very, very, very disturbing for you, and it's something that you fans should obviously try to obviously take in, though it's hard to take in. I'm out.